Hey guys, Chairman37X here, bringing you my first video on the War Click's overhaul, revamp, I guess you want to call it. It was an update, but it's a very sizable update. They basically reworked the entire game from the ground up, visually and like how certain parts of it work. This video in particular will only be focused on the Bootcamp, which is kind of the more idle part of the game. So if you're looking for the Warzone changes, which that's where the majority of that's where the major like changes took place, is in Warzone. If you're looking for that, stay tuned for just a couple more days when the video on that goes up. But without further ado, let's go ahead and hop in here. You can see the overall look. It's already a bit different than it was before. They went for like a kind of gray and orange type look. But let's go ahead and get into it. So you see, there's plenty of things that are still the same. This pop-up styled a bit differently, but overall the same. So you see, if any of you guys have seen the game or saw my videos on the game previously, you'll notice it looks quite a bit different now. The music sounds familiar, but for some reason I don't recall there being like a full soundtrack to this game before. There might have been. I might be wrong on that, but music's very good. So you'll notice all of the graphics in general are quite updated. They kind of went a bit away from the more simplified look. It's just everything is much more detailed now. All the different units have their all like full models and stuff now. Here, let me switch that to there we go. So first off, let me go over everything that's the same to start with. So all the units are the same. I don't think they didn't do much rebalancing here, I don't think, as far as I'm aware. So the Jeep, I still call them Jeeps because that's just what I know them as. This unit here is still pretty much the best for the foreseeable future, at least. I never reached a point where that wasn't the case. Really quick, I can go ahead and look at my stats if you guys were curious where I'm at. With the overhaul, they changed some things, so there are some... Whoops. Sorry about that. There are some badges, I think it's these ones? Yeah, here we go. Oh, you can't see the mouse over. This is recognition of bootcamp efforts in original war clicks. I have 34 of these. They boost production in bootcamp by 5% each. They expire the 1st of January, so if any of you guys made substantial progress in this game before the overhaul, you guys have until next year to get these huge boosts to kind of push yourself forward in the new version. There's some for the Warzone as well, but not quite as many, because the Warzone is pretty new, so... Anywho, so you can kind of see how I'm doing here, if any of you guys were curious. Down here is where the competitions are, this neat little button. You can see my rankings used to be higher before the update, because of course the Warzone was completely revamped, so everyone pretty much started that from scratch. And then something here that I'll get into a bit actually resets your ranking in the bootcamp, which is kind of interesting. So we'll get into that in a bit. You have your trainers and investors. This menu is pretty unchanged, just, you know, some visual differences. Of course, you can still do the temporary upgrades on these guys. I always do that on the Jeeps, or what are they called now? It doesn't actually say. Investors, I actually have enough to get this investor, but I'm not going to do that. Gold has actually been surprisingly easy to come by so far. I'll show this off a bit more when I get into the Warzone next video. But as soon as the update started, I picked up the triple DPC and double DPC upgrades. And I'm already well over I was before I got those upgrades to begin with. And actually, they refunded all gold that you spent in the Warzone completely. It all got completely refunded to you, so I had a bunch of gold coming in, which is really nice. I really like that they did that. It was really courteous of them. Anywho, next we have upgrades. Again, pretty similar. I think this is, again, just like, they just like changed the style of a lot of these menus, but for most of them, the content is the same. Here you have the deploy troops. I've been able to deploy for a bit. I've been holding off on a few things until I do this video so that I can show everything off. You got your settings, background music, sound. I wish that you could separate the music from the other like ambient background noises. I wish that was a separate option. That would be really nice. You can disable some animations. Usually I have it all off just for so it doesn't use up any extra stuff, but of course I want you guys to see the full stuff. This is a little menu. This is completely new. Just log out, help, you know, some basic stuff. Refer a friend is in here. I believe there's other ways to get to that, but nice little menu. You have some social media tabs up here. Over here, this was something they added like at the very end. I don't even think I showed this off in any videos. This was added at the end of the previous iteration. It's basically like ranking up, but for Bootcamp. Each of these actually does give a little reward. The golden ones, I believe, always give gold, and the rest of them give power points. So, pretty cool. Nice little way to progress. You see I'm pretty far along here. But, you see it starts to get pretty crazy later on, getting to some of the higher levels. We have our convert menu here. Same as it ever was. It does say how many you have left now in this little thing. I don't think it did that before. I don't quite recall. But, I don't think so. Down here is where the video ads are. I'll watch these after. Obviously, I'm not going to do that on stream, but, the ads have been a little hit or miss. I think because of the update, there's been a huge resurgence in people playing the game. So, I've actually been running out of ads sometimes. But they had a new provider that helped with that a lot, but it's even still, I've still been able to get all my ads. It just takes a little while. Here we have this menu. Has your daily quest stuff, as well as the voting boosts. Very useful there. And then we have the shop, which right now I think this is for launch. Sadly, I think this particular promotion will be over by the time these videos go up. But they always have a lot of promotions going. You'll notice they actually removed quite a few things from the shop. Most of them were changes to Warzone that I'll get into next time. But they removed things like, well, that's a little unusual. This, I think, is supposed to be... One of these is supposed to be crossed out, I think. Maybe a sale. I'm not sure. That's a little strange. It just came out. There have been quite a good number of bugs. They've been good. They've already been starting to work on a lot of those, though, which is really nice. They're really on top of it. Because they even said that they released it probably a little bit sooner than they should have. They meant to do a beta testing phase type thing. But they're very responsive, and they're very good about stuff like that. Yeah, they removed like the vacation. They removed defend completely from Warzone, so all the upgrades related to that are gone, as well as yeah, all that's actually a big part of it. But yeah, they have a lot of the similar special offers that they had before, and refer a friend. If you guys want to use my referral link in the description, I appreciate it. Shout out to Far Empty, who actually went and got me all of these. This helps out a lot, so if any of you guys are remotely interested in the game, I highly recommend you check it out in the description and use my referral link, because it does give me some nice bonuses. And then also they have some marketing stuff. Although these all use the old style, so I feel like they probably will be updating these to reflect the new look. So yeah, there's that. Let me see. This is pretty changed. They had something like this before, but they just kind of reformatted it and made it a little bit more streamlined, which is nice, because the menu was very clunky before. This is pretty nice. It's just, you know, very straightforward. It tells you what unlocks you have left for all the different types. And yeah, also everything, I think pretty much everything in the game now has these little description things, which is really nice. Well, I guess not, though. This is pretty straightforward. But yeah, you see everything has a little description to like say what it is, what types of stuff you can expect from there. And it's pretty nice. Again, it's just more things to make the game a little more user-friendly. I just opens the shop. Okay. And yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. That's going to get into the big thing that they added in Bootcamp is this here. Army Privatization. If any of you guys play Clicker Heroes, which is ironic because I actually have the game open on my other monitor, because that game also had an update, but that's beside the point. This is similar to Transcending in that game. It's basically like a super deploy in this case. So, not only do you sacrifice like all of your buildings, it even says right here, reset army contractors, trainer upgrades, bootcamp upgrades. It resets everything except investors and existing privatizations. So these points I already have will stay, of course, and any investors that I paid gold for will still be there. But all of my deployment bonuses, the contractors, I forget what they're called. Those will all be gone. So it's basically like starting over, except you have this privatization bonus, which helps you immensely. It's like a boost that just helps you throughout the entire run. It allows you to push a lot farther than you were able to previously. You see here with my save that I had before, I got 63, which gives 2,000%. But you'll notice I'm only getting 61 now, and yet my new total will be 42,000. So I have to assume that the the percent gain per privatization point increases like exponentially over time, which is nice because basically I'm gonna do this. I've been waiting to do this just so I can show it off, and I'm gonna get just an absolutely insane boost. I don't think I have to deploy beforehand, but just to be safe, I'm gonna go ahead and deploy here. Nice little sound. I actually never heard that because I usually don't have the sound on when I play this game. Yeah, it didn't do anything. You need a certain amount before you're able to privatize at all, but usually you want to wait anyway. Honestly, I could have efficiently privatized. I'm probably a very long time ago, but I don't know enough about it to know like when the best time to privatize is. Anywho, let's go ahead and do it here. So now you'll see all of my contractors are gone, but if you come over here, I have an absolutely massive boost here, and now I need 100 £sign total points to privatize, so that only increases with time. But you see, just right away, you can already tell that I'm starting out much. It's gonna go by much quicker now. Obviously, I'm not gonna go through all this right now, but just to kind of give you an idea, it's gonna go by very quickly, especially since I have. God, that noise is kind of loud. Sorry about that. Just because I have such an incredibly like massive percentage increase in the privatized menu. So this is basically gonna fly. I'm gonna fly through the early game, which is important in games like this. That when you do that, like that type of thing, you don't want players to be like stuck up. Oh God! I didn't realize they all made noises. Okay. Yeah, you don't want you don't want players to get caught up in all the early game stuff. And this game does a fantastic job of that. You'll notice I pretty much got back up to where I was before I privatized. Like, let me start over. So the first time I privatized after the update came out, I basically got up to the point I was before I privatized, like right there. That was within like four days or so of starting playing again. And I was able to get back up to that point very quickly. And I imagine it's going to happen even faster now. You see, I'm already in the trillions of power points, and I literally just started. So pretty cool. You can see I can already deploy very, very efficiently. And it's I'm gonna go ahead and I use an auto clicker just to kind of smash through this process a little bit.
Yeah.
That's so weird. Like I said, I never play this game with sound on, so this is like a whole new experience for me. Yeah, you can just see it's going by incredibly fast already, which is really nice. I absolutely love the feeling that that games like this provide when you do like big resets like that. It's just so much fun. Let me think. Yeah, like I said, the Bootcamp has largely remained the same since the last time I covered it. So that's, I think that pretty well covers everything. Let me just look around. I believe I showed off absolutely everything that, that they added here. So I think we are going to go ahead and end it off there. Pretty short one, but trust me, the war zone is going to be, there's a lot more to the war zone, so I would definitely expect that video is going to be quite a bit longer. Yeah. But, yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check the description for a link to my twitch.tv channel. I'm still working on the details, but I'm going to have a very big announcement very soon, within a couple days, I hope, of this video going up. So, hopefully the day after, if I can help it, but, yeah, once that happens, I will probably update the end slate so that it links to that video, because it's a very big announcement. It's very important, and I'm hoping you guys will be excited for that, as I will be. But yeah, and also check the end slate for a playlist of all of the War Clicker videos I've done, and stay tuned for the one on the Warzone, which, like I said, there's big changes in the Warzone. So, hope you guys are looking forward to that, and I will see you guys later.